Hello folks, and welcome to another training with Physician Services Incorporated. Whoa, hey guys. No, I wasn't sleeping. I was just simply hanging out, waiting for you guys to return. It took you long enough. But anyway, now that you're here, welcome. We're going to get started with DNA collections training. Now, you may be asking yourself, hey Ray, what are you going to teach us about DNA? No, it has nothing to do with the birds and the bees. That's a whole different story altogether. Today we're going to have to talk about what DNA has to do with, well, these guys, and what we do to collect them. So here we go. Like every good collector knows, documentation is almost as important as the specimen itself. Here you see a PSI or test A chain of custody that's printed, and a universal forensics chain of custody. Now, you will most likely never see this one. We do use this once in a while. They're both valid, same question, same information. However, we only need one for the collection. You're also going to need an image of the participant. Please, you and a participant sign, print, and date. Moreover, you also got to make sure you have the correct supplies. So here we go. So we're going to start with our DNA collection kit envelope, which will transport the sample envelope, which itself will house the actual specimen. So this has all the same information, or close to all the same information, that you will have on the chain of custody, so please make sure everything matches. First name, last name, collection date, date of birth, the relationship, race, the type of test, signatures, dates, and to always make sure to check legal. We do not deal in non-legal nor immigration cases, so please always check legal. Of course, you're going to have a collector initial and the date. If you notice, everything that has to do with the actual collection date is underlined. Next, you're going to have your cotton tip applicator, which will take the actual specimen from the cheek. Don't forget the seal. And you may be saying, okay Ray, well, we got this far. Now what do we do? All of our stuff's in order. We have all of our supplies. How do we do the actual collection? Well, here we go. First, we want to make sure we get the right motions down with these two swabs. If you look carefully, you want to twist it all the way around and move it in circles. And that's how you're going to get the swab completely covered with the cheek cells for this test. And the same goes with the other one. You twist it around, rotate, circles, just like that. And if you're still with me so far, I think you got this. All right. Well, you may be asking yourself, again, now what do I do? Well, folks, this is where it all comes together. Fear not, you got this, young grasshopper. Remember your training that you just happen to be in the middle of. But anyways, here we go. So we have our little sample envelope. Then we also have our swabs or cotton tipped applicators. So what we're going to do is we open up the little packet, and we see that we have two applicators. We remove the first one, and then here we go. Open up. Here we go. Okay, go right into the cheek. Now from this angle, you might not be able to see the fact that I'm rotating, but if you look at my hand very closely, you can see that it's moving around, moving in circles there. And our poor participant here is kind enough to let us swab him. Now, anyway, so you switch them. Now, for illustration purposes, it's a little bit clearer this way, but same thing. We're going around in circles, and I'm twisting the applicator around, and again, I'm rotating to make sure we cover up the swab. Now, you want to do this for about 15 to 20 seconds per side. Now, I kind of sped up the images here just so we can get a little bit better timing. But in real time, 15 to 20 seconds on each side, each one. Don't touch the tips with anything else. And then they go right in the sample envelope. So what you're going to want to do now is open it up, make sure there's nothing in there, there's no foreign agents, contaminants, and you pop them right in there. That's it. So you're going to grab your sample envelope that's been signed by the participant. you're gonna get the red security seal. Remember earlier when we checked our supplies, we had that there, right? So you're gonna see it has spots for initial and date. That's for your participant to initial and date. You're gonna peel off the protective covering, and you're gonna peel it off, and then you're gonna stick your security seal on the envelope overlap. Whoa, now, we're almost done. Stay with me just a little bit longer. So next you're gonna have the participant sign and date the specimen envelope. Now, be aware, please make sure all the dates match across the board here, as the collection date, the participant signature date, and the collector initial date. Please have all three of those match. And also, actually, please have it match the seal date back there as well. Make sure it all matches your chain of custody. Now, your chain of custody has important information like the first name, last name, demographic information, right? As well as a case number and the race, as well as the relation to the specimen. It's going to have a participant signature section, a collector's signature and print section, and the release, print, signature, and date section. Please make sure that gets completed. Next, you're going to have what's considered the medical questions. Super important. You may be asking yourself, what are those medical questions? For example, has the sampled individual received a blood transfusion in the past 3 months? Yes or no? Or has the sampled individual ever had a bone marrow or stem cell transplant? Yes or no? Then you have them explain. Alright, so you're going to grab your DNA collection kit envelope, which will be your transport envelope for your entire collection kit. You're going to go ahead and put in your signed, sealed specimen, along with the participant's picture. Remember, the one we got earlier that's been signed and dated by both of you? And then you're going to put in your COC, and you're going to put it all in there. Now, remember that number, the case number way up there? You're going to put that on the actual envelope too. Once that's done, you then just put your envelope somewhere safe and get it ready for shipping back to our PSI team. And that's it, my friends. You have done your DNA collection training. Congratulations. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you soon.